Godric Gurnison, a dwarf slayer, and Felix Jaeger, his human biographer, are a duo of warriors who travel through the old world, fighting whatever evil is around. Their adventures have been written down by Felix in a series of books called My Travels with Godric. Their exploits are legendary. They have foiled the plots of ratmen, slain vampires, and have traveled as far as Cathay itself. Godric himself is a dwarf slayer, as mentioned before. But fortunately or unfortunately for him, he's incredibly good at fighting and has yet to be slain. He is one-eyed due to losing an eye to the Greenskins and uses a magical battle axe, a weapon that was used by the dead son of King Thangrim Firebeard. It was the axe of a rune master from the lost hold of Kroxigors. Felix Jaeger is the black sheep of an imperial merchant family and was initially a poet but was kicked out of university when he killed his opponent in a duel by accident. Godric saved him from being killed in riots over in Altdorf, and Felix, drunk, swore an oath to record Godric's doom so that his honor could be remembered by the world. These are the two who will one day join us, and they are an incredible bunch. Now our most fearsome war against GOR-ROK begins. Return of the Vampire Slayer. Channeling the dark energy of the amulet around its neck, the vampire called its foul servants. First came a hell of enormous flapping wings and razor-sharp fangs, ready to rend and tear. They were huge bats, larger than men with hooks at their wingtips. A clang of metal announced another threat. Ghouls wrapped in suits of armor sprung into a horrid semblance of life, shuffling towards us. I drew my sword and ducked from the slashing talons of another fell bat, evading its next attack. I stabbed upwards into its belly as black bile spurted forth. Godric's mighty axe smashed through the Graveguard's breastplates to reveal their animated skeletal constructs, the red glow of their eyes fading as they fell. The Slayer then moved with insane fury towards the vampire controlling them, looking like an unleashed god of battle. With frightening speed, he thundered his axe at the creature of the night, smashing the powerful talisman around its neck and burying the weapon into its chest. The remaining Graveguards lost their animus and collapsed. The fell bats, no longer guided by dark magic, fluttered upwards. The vampire screeched with unnatural rage as its body turned to putrefying flesh. From My Travels with Godric, Volume 2, by Herr Felix Jaeger. Now, we need to move on. We will recruit them, as we do have Markus Wulfhart, so let's head right over here. I actually have enough gold now to where I could build a second army, but I want more gold than what I even have now. And I thought about it. What if I engaged in trade with another faction, like the Exiles of Nehek? See, they're a buffer for me. I don't want to ever go up here. They don't like the undead. They especially do not like the Dark Elves, so why not trade with a faction who wants to fight them? So we'll take trade, and I'll show you why right now. 9,243 gold. 1,500 in trade gained. I would like to one day make contact with the High Elves of Ulthuan, but we have yet to do so. We've been so busy, I have had no time to go over there. Now, my acclaim is very high. We have no real hostility, so I will take as many turns as I can to build up our lands, because the more money that I have now, oh man, the better off we are later on. So here is our dear Captain General Ethan Strider. We're going to move him up a little bit. I think it's very important for me to do that. The High Elves are actually allied to Itza and the Courts of Liberas, meaning that we have a united front of 3 factions that I've got to fight. Our campaign has only just begun. Everything we did beforehand was a setup to what is about to come next. And down here we've got our Truthbringer, Gustav. Now, Gustav, I'm going to give you replenished troops, and I want you to come over here to level up. I'm going to use them until about maybe level 15. Then we'll bring him into some army. Only because I want to make sure that he's at a proper level. Okay, he's only at level 7 right now, but he's about to be 8. He's very close to getting to level 8. Searching for ruins and doing those events can really trigger a lot for them. So let's go look at where we can make a lot of money. It's got to be buildings that are cheap to build, like my Tailor's Guild for one. Over here is a clothier, and now we need to build up these medicinal plants to an exotic hothouse. I don't have too much more money, but I have enough money to really benefit me. So over here, we'll take another weaving house. Whatever we can do to just make more funds. And over here, one more weaving house. Now, what we get to do, we get to end our turn. On our following turn, we get to hire Godric and Felix. Then I'll spend as many turns as I can rebuilding. And eventually, we'll have a new lord. Luigi Bernardino. He shall come join us from Talea. Jorik Grimm now has 3 mobility points. So now we can move 5% further. It's really good. Let's go over here to hire these two, Godric and Felix. Legendary, iconic characters. Godric and Felix offer their services. You have managed to meet the legendary duo, Gertrude and Felix, while they travel through the province. Over some tankards of ale, Gertrude reveals to you that he is seeking the most heroic death possible. Felix suggests that he and Gertrude join your cause. The Slayer seems unenthusiastic at first, but is soon persuaded that you can help him achieve the great doom he craves. Felix tells you privately that really he welcomes the safety in numbers our forces will provide, so we shall hire them.
Got a bit hairy there, my lad, but you fought well.
Now I can sheath my sword and put quill to paper.
Okay. They've joined. Now they're going to be with me for 20 turns. I'm excited. They've decided to fight with me. They're right up here. Gertrude and Felix. I'm very happy to have them. And I think we'll probably get another Huntsman General. I'll build them in a different way. It's not like they've all been built in the same way. Now, I could hire some more heroes, and I think I will. For a wizard, I need a truly better building. Tier 5, we can have that ready very soon, or I could just get a wizard now. Let's have a look at that. Oh, only rank 1? No, that wouldn't be sufficient. I need a higher leveled wizard. Now, we could get a witch hunter. I like the idea of having another witch hunter, so let's grab Rudiger. Hold on, does he look like our good buddy Hertzwig? No, okay. Well, here we are.
Who calls?
Now you're here. So what are we going to get you to do? Well, we're going to use you on the campaign map for a little while. We'll need a good name and backstory for you, but that'll be your new job. And I'll give you accusation. And we'll bring you down. We could use someone who can break down some walls. So it'll take you a few turns to actually get down here, but that's okay. I'm patient. I'm willing to wait. Truthbringer Gustav will now put a point over into Safeguard. I gave him Specialist. So now he's a bit cheaper to use. We'll go back to Pox Marsh. Yeah, searching ruins. There's a cooldown before you could search them again, but then you can search them again. At least from what I understand, because I was able to search these 3 locations again. Alright, so we're back over to Captain General Ethan Strider. We've hired what I wanted to hire. There's 10,000 gold over here, but I've got so much money, I'm not too keen on it. I'm not too bothered by it, not having it. So down here, we can get grazing pastures, but I'd rather get my guardhouse. What else do we have? I could build more recruitment buildings over in this area. I'll probably end up building a temple of some manner. All right, over here, the Clothier. I want to upgrade the capital. Every capital that I can upgrade, I'm willing to do right now. And we are done. We've done what we can. So for now, why don't you just wait here, buddy? Just form your encampment and wait there. Itza has finally declared war on me. Now, I did find out that even though the event for Gertrude and Felix is triggering, and there is a way to trigger it, you don't actually get them to show up. I think they're meant to show up with another army, so I just found that out. But at least we know what the event is like, and that's pretty cool. I was very happy to see them just like in the game. I can't wait to actually access them and use them in combat. That'll be a lot of fun, just to see what they're capable of and what they're able to do on the battlefield. I have no idea how strong they are, but, you know, we know now. Let's have a look over here. I'm no longer trading with the Exiles of Nehek. Now, I did that because I was getting a lot more money. I've been spending all my time building new buildings, and look at my taxes. I did lose my trade income. That's unfortunate. Yeah, we just cannot trade right now. That's unfortunate. And Court of Liberos, you're choosing to not fight me. Well, good. Good. Even though your neighbors are fighting me. No wonder. What if I gave you some money? There we go. And a trade agreement. Okay, maybe she'll change her mind. She actually likes me a lot, and I'm okay with that. Again, it's one of those enemies of my enemy situations here, and I'm okay with kind of taking advantage of that because we need money. But now it's time for me to get ready for some attacks. I'm going to ambush some enemies if I can, especially in the very beginning. So where are we going to go? That's a 100% chance. Yeah, we'll just move here. Okay. Now it's probably about time for me to build that army, so I'm going to get that army together now. Let's go and look at my warrior priest. There we go. He's going to level up very soon. That's what I want. I want everyone to level up. I mean, I'm telling you, I've been upgrading every single financial-based building I can. Everywhere, too. If they're cheap, and these are cheap, I mean, it's really incredible how the Empire is able to make money. I'll go through my buildings real quick. You can see all the ports. You can see all the just guilds that I have here. Tier 3 buildings bringing in 500 gold per. I've got so many of them. But now it's time to get that big army here. I've completed more technology too. We now have Imperial University. So we have a hero capacity up by 1 for captains and battle wizards, and now my battle wizards and captains will be recruited at a higher rank. And there is a light college acolyte, very good, given to Truthbringer Gustav. So let's have a look over here. Empire Captain, rank 5. But a wizard, we need a wizard. I think we're going to pick up a gray wizard to change it up just a little bit. Speed? Oh yeah, take that. Come on down, my friend. Okay, we're going to give him Mystifying Miasma. I would like for him to debuff our foes whenever possible. That to me is very important, so I'm going to give you another point over here into the Enfeebling Foe to make it cheaper. And you'll come down to help us out. That'll be your job with all of your magic. And he'll have a custom name and backstory too. We'll go over his name in just a little while. But now, Gustav, you'll continue to try to level up. And as for my friend over here, our witch hunter, we'll also try to block their army. Good job, you did it. Research rate goes up by 10%. I mean, that's pretty good. I could give you a better chance to assassinate. You know what? I think I'm going to use you on the campaign map instead. So we'll let you do that. If you can enhance public order, that's fine. Wound recovery time, yeah, take that. You might need it. Income from trade, yeah, sure. And I think that's most of what we need. Campaign line of sight, we got most of it. Okay, Markus Wulfhart, it's time for you to go to Chocolate, really. I mean, we could try to ambush again. We could move here. Because if I could destroy their army, that would make my life a lot easier. But now Ethan Strider is going to move over here to the east. And we'll go after them. Monuments of Isatal. Let's upgrade that to proper walls over in the Wellsprings of Eternity. We're going to rename these locations eventually. I just want to make sure that we have everything under control. I'll take Grazing Pastures just to have that building. And now we get in our turn after we grab some more research. So what do we want over here that would be truly beneficial? Well, if I come over here to mass produce small ammunition, we get more ammo for all of my ranged units, and then we get more damage. Their reload time reduction will go down by 15%, so we'll deal even more damage when it comes to our ranged units. That's incredibly good. And someone is attacking Lanwapek. I'll have to take that too. It'll be General Luigi Bernardino who goes to take it for us. It'll be his job. I gave him mini huntsmen, mini halberds, and great swords too. We've named a few of them. Luigi's Dream Makers for our artillery. That just feels about right. I can't wait for my new event. I'll probably give him a couple more units after that. For now, he only has room for Gustav. Gustav will begin to move towards him. It'll take him a few turns, but we'll do it. And Elector pledges aid, giving me a mercenary too. We can give that mercenary who will help out our replenishment over to General Luigi. So you don't have magic right now, but you will have a mercenary. Enjoy, my friend. Now, there's a high elven army on the way. Impossible. Oh, she's actually at a decent rank. So she's been fighting for a bit. Okay. They've got a lore master and other units too. It's about time for me to start helping out up north. Let's go back to Pox Marsh. Up here. No, I don't want to do that. Just move. Thank you. And now, Luigi, you'll move over to the northeast. Oh, hello. Chaos is coming to attack. It looks like all of these Lizardmen. I could go take the pillars. Let's go do that real quick. I'll go take the pillars. I'm very happy the Corte Liberas decided to not join in that war. Now we have one less enemy to worry about. That could have gone very poorly for me. Alright, can you block their army? You did it. Good job. Rank 7. Okay. I'm going to give you Assassinate. We're just going to use you on that field. I don't know what we're going to call you yet. Something mysterious, maybe. Alright, let's go over to Chakwa. I just need to go destroy them. I mean, it's Markus Wulfhart. What are they going to do to me? Oh. Yeah, what are they going to do to me? That's a very tiny army. I was hoping for a big fight, but no big fight today. Hostility has gone up. We get a new scribe for more campaign movement range. We'll probably give it to someone else. I don't know who yet. All those leaders are now dead. Now that army I'll hunt down. I've got to. That's a pretty nasty looking one. Okay, Hertwig, what do you have, my friend? You've got a scribe already. What about you, Roderick? Do you have a scribe? Do we all have one? We all need a scribe, I think. Alright, we'll get rid of the income from trade. You'll take a scribe so that you can move further. Now, about that trade money, I'm telling you, we could engage in trade, you and me. Alright, they did it. So now, look at my income. Much higher than it was. We're gaining 2,300 just from trade. Alright, over here, let's upgrade that building. We need to make sure that all these locations are looking good. Oh, Marcus leveled up. Okay. I eventually need to give him more shots, but for now, we'll get Pistol Core, helping our units deal more damage. They have 20% more ammo, too. So now, these Lustrian trackers are at 58 base damage, They have ammunition at 31, so 31 volleys total. And for Jork Grim, we're going to give him something new too. Sapper. So now all of my missile units move faster, like my trackers are at 44 speed. They can actually outrun some enemies now for once. And that's really good. So let's go take that Taylor's Guild. Hey man, if that Drowned faction comes for me, I'm going to go get them. It'll be okay. Here we go. Livestock pens for more replenishment. Not bad. So let's hope that we can get a battle going on very soon. You know what? Can you march over there? I want you to defend the lands against you-know-who. Here's one of our more difficult battles. Unfortunately for us, we've got to fight two armies. Two armies that are really geared to destroy what little defenses I have. Let's have a look at why it's going to be so bad. First off, we're fighting a bunch of large creatures. They're feral, they'll break quickly. Now there's an issue with breaking a lot. That gives any enemy a chance to regroup, then come back behind your lines. And they're going to break right through my lines too. So in the very beginning, we're hitting that Kroxigor Ancient, attempting to kill it. Because we need their leader gone. Whether or not it was a good idea to take him down, I suppose we'll find out. Markus did that much. So here's my formation. I've got, of course, my halberds in the front. I've got my other melee units on the flanks. And they're summoning in units to disrupt my own formation, while I use what little units I have to try to fight them back. So I think in the future what I'll do, I may change up my army format a little bit. I think I need more halberds, and I think I need to replace my archers with only huntsmen, because we're getting to a point now where I need them to only take out larger units. And over here is my redemptive offer, or my Hellblaster volley gun. A very good gun at 2500 damage. It's been buffed up by entrenchment. Because right now, there's a stampede. It's freaking Jurassic Park here, and I'm not down with the cause. I'm going to let you know that right now. I'm ready to make them all extinct. It's not a fun ride for me. And all I can really do is try to focus on one at a time. Now, Markus has anti-large abilities. He does a lot of damage, but he attacks very slowly, so it takes a very long time to be able to take down any one creature, even with him. Especially when they have nothing but large creatures. So they lost their leader. They are feral. They're not like the more elite variants. But again, they're just so plentiful. That's so much health to break down. And it takes up all of my freaking arrows, too. We took out a Carnosaur. We took out just a variety of them. See, they break, then they come back. And in a way, that's much worse. Instead of having them on my front lines, they're now behind my lines. And now they're charging back in. That Carnosaur is leaving. We have a much bigger issue ahead of us right now. We look in the jungles of Lustria. It's coming. Packs of salamanders, ripperdactyls, they're all coming to destroy Markus Wulfhart. This could be his final stand. I believe I've underestimated our enemies. I didn't have time to fight them until recently. Most of our enemies have been broken, which is fantastic for us. Many of the dinos are finally fleeing, but let's go look at my shot real quick. Let's have a look at that. You can see that little bar beneath their health and their leadership. We're very low on ammo. 12 volleys left for the Red Murder. That is not a lot. My Drakewald's patrol, they're at what? 18? They're close range, and we've got ripperdactyls for days. They've got so many units to come hit me with. And salamander hunting packs can easily destroy any lightly armored group. That's how they're gonna exact vengeance upon me. My war wagons are fine, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I would not mind having more Hellblaster volley guns, though they did come into great use towards the very end here, where they could just kind of shoot and get some armor-piercing damage laid down. Jork is out here fighting some ripperdactyls. My infantry is all charging out, attempting to fight these flying creatures, these monstrosities. Markus Wulfhart has been hit too. And they have normal Saurus units, which are already stronger than my infantry. Look at the sheer horde that we're dealing with. And those ferals are not all gone yet. They're still breaking apart my greatswords. Now, individually, they don't really get a lot of kills. Altogether, though, with 3 of them, if they each had 10 to 20 kills each, there goes my greatswords. You can see where I'm struggling to even just maintain my formations right now. Here's all of my wagons attempting to focus fire on ripperdactyls. We've got just so many of them. They're just constantly bothering me. They're really breaking down my redemptive offer. They've spawned in more units. Now they're over here. Back here, we just have more Stegodons. 37 kills, my god. They all have a lot of kills. Yeah, they broke apart my poor infantry on the left flank. When it comes to my halberds, I sent them in to charge in. I knew that I couldn't let them get hit by those blasted salamanders anymore. At the very least, I could try to conflict their choice making. And so I had them charge in. And a lot of the salamanders came in too. I don't know if they were out of fire or what. Magical fire breath. They were out there. I'm glad I've had a few unbreakable units. Here comes more volleys. Of what I have left, there are more volleys coming. We're attempting to cut down and shoot down all these Riperdactyls who are still here. We've got some damage still to deal. Here comes another Hunter Snare ability. Keeping in place a few units who were trying to relocate. We don't want them to relocate. They've got more cold ones, feral cold ones that are moving around. Here comes some more Riperdactyls back here. Again, I'm very low on any type of ammunition at all. It doesn't matter how much damage I deal. I'm just low. 63 damage from my Huntsmen just as a base thing in battle. So that's why I really feel like I need to just get more than our Lustrian Trackers, or our White Wolves, as their base form is called. 80 damage. 80 damage. So now, it might take me a minute. I've got to clear out some enemies, but I think we are going to indeed get some Huntsmen. I've got to fight like maybe 2 or 3 more battles. I don't want them to catch me without my archers. It's better to have archers than no archers and be caught undermanned in a fight. They're still fighting. They're still killing a lot of my halberds who are still trying to hold. Beautiful, maybe. Deadly? Absolutely. And that is really the battle that we fought for so long. I really thought I was going to lose it, and I really think that this was the closest I've ever come to losing. There was just so little that I could do to hold out. It was a battle of me holding out without having the proper means to just focus fire on them. So it really made me think about like what type of army I would like to see. I mean, I'm in the middle of a war, so I've got to wait until I beat a few of them back. But once I do, once I have, then I've got to consider what I should be bringing in. I know that I want my future general to have some war wagons. I don't know what yet. We did it, though. We barely won. They just began to break. We killed all of their leaders incredibly early on. And you can see the sheer amount of carnage unleashed on my poor people. Drenched in blood, many wounded, many maimed, many killed. But the battle is won. That battle was exhausting for me. It had everything I didn't want to fight. Now, again, we can handle short-term battles, but we fought an army of monsters, then we fought a normal army. Well, not really, no. They had salamander hunting packs out the wazoo and Riperdactyls, a lot of them. That nearly wiped us all out. In fact, who did we lose? We didn't lose any one unit, did we? We didn't. We barely survived. But we did it. Okay. Let's kill them. Get away from me. They better not have another army. If they do, I'm in big trouble. And Ita, I will take in a more serious light than ever before. Because, my god. That was... wow. Confident defender. I'm not feeling that confident, but thank you. We won the Battle of Chakwa. That felt nearly impossible, but thankfully we have all that ranged damage. My infantry couldn't keep up. I nearly just want to get more halberds rather than using like great swords or anything else at all. I mean, they held though. We killed a lot of enemies in that battle. I mean, we took up their leadership early on, but they refused to die. Thankfully, again, I did focus on replenishment. That's why, because of situations like the ones we're in right now. Okay, that would be for, let's see, the Hellblast Volley Gun. What's over here? Honest Steel. We've got Emperor's Finest. That feels like a need in very many ways, just because of what I'm going through. I could also get more ammunition, which I believe I should, so we'll do that first. It'll put him up to 41 speed. I was hoping for more of a speed boost. I want him to sprint. Now, you need a bit of endurance of the oak, Cholera. Oh, wait, I don't have a lot for you, do I? Oh, no. That would have been great. A -5 to their melee attack. Okay, what else do you need? Our twig does fight a melee, but you do too. You fight a melee a lot, actually, so I'm going to give you that. Trickster's Shard. I can't believe I haven't given you any real loot lately. Or followers. Here, go take that. Casualties captured post-battle. We need to upgrade our agents now, but I'm on my way to do that. It'll just take me a little bit. Let's get rid of these damn monsters. I'm so tired of them. Get out of here. Entire army gone now. I've got plenty of money. I don't need your money. Now they're gone. Now we can come back over here to replenish for a little while. No one leveled up. Okay, that's fine. What about our witch hunter? Can we move him? We can. We can scout things out and find out what they have out here. I mean, they clearly have some major locations that I need to conquer. I need to really consider what I need to do. So, we've got that high elf army. I want to go destroy them, I think. I think that's a good idea, and I think I should do it. Now, I've got a wizard on the way, too, so we'll just have him sail on over. And I've got more stuff to build up. We need to make sure that we have walls everywhere. I'm hoping that maybe in time, we'll have them all properly built, but I need them at bordering locations. I've got the money. I just need to make sure that I can protect what I have. So wherever I need to upgrade walls, I will. There, here, and that's really all the money that I have right now. So we're done with our current turn. We just need to move on to a new turn. I've got 3 armies total. Ethan Strider, well, hold on. He needs to go move too. So we'll come over here to the Pillars of the Unseen. It's a fairly big army, so I will need to build some siege engines here. We'll do that and take it. Oh, yeah. I'll have to be careful. I might even burn that one down. Well, it depends. Hold on. Who's down here? Is it more high elves? Yeah. Okay. Well, Ethan might take the war to them. Thankfully, again, the Tomb Queen decided to not fight me, or that would have been another crazy army to fight. Exiles, I wonder, did they like lose a bit of land to where they could trade with me? Maybe they did. Hold on. Let's see. Huh. I don't really know which ones would enable it, but let's see. The Drowned only have 2 locations still. The Dark Elves are kind of around. The High Elves are around. We've got very few Vampire Coast enemies left. Let's have a look at our missions real quick. I usually write them down, but let's see. Medicinal Marble, Exotic Animals. I'll have to go check on all of that. We need to go take the capital of Itza to upgrade her. And Roderick, we just need to go take Lon Woodpeck. We're pretty far behind for our good buddy here. For you, we just need to get some goods. Then you'll get Creator. Then over here, let's see, Rewarding Choice. We just need to take the Awakening. I can do that. We are going to do that. In fact, Luigi will be in charge of that Eastern campaign. We've all got our own campaigns. Marcus will sell down the hearts of their lands and fight them everywhere. While that is going on, we're going to have Ethan Strider take what he's able to on the left of Lustria. And on the right, we're going to have Luigi in charge of that one. And if I make a lot more money, then I'll even get another army. But for now, it's not tenable for me, so we're not going to do that. I mean, I've got most of what I need. Wulfhart's Landing. Let's take more money. Of course we're going to take more money, wherever we can. Okay, you leveled up again, Marcus. What are we going to give you? I've been working on a few things, like giving you more ammunition. Locked and loaded, 41 speed, and more shots. 50 shots total for him. Wish I had more points. I mean, he's got so many abilities, but I can't give him more. Okay, what shall we give you now, Jory Grimm? Tactical enhancements, more range. Yeah, why not? More range indeed. I do hope one day the Master Engineer gets a crazy shotgun that just really destroys enemies. I mean, that would be incredible. Who's over here? Go block their army. We've got the High Elves coming to play. Critical failure. Okay, well, he's been wounded. Okay. Now, we need to go out and try to meet another High Elven army. I want to destroy her. Also, the Cult of Pleasure found me, and now they really declared war on me. They're very rude. Okay, so it's like an all-gold chevron army. His first real battle, we'll have to go in and try to fight and win. Hopefully we can. Armor piercing, actually, we'll give that to some of our great swords. Let's go ahead and try to fight them. Now, I do have artillery, so we can lure them to us. I've got a range of how much? 480. Their highest would be 180. And yeah, so we're going to lure them to us and see if we can beat all of their mini elites. I mean, clearly the bounty power is in their favor. Damn. But General Luigi Bernardino will now kill the haughty elves of Ulthuan. Here's a battle that everyone of all ages can enjoy. A bunch of hoity-toity high elves being hit by my artillery. Luigi's Dreammaker. Here they come. An elite vanguard force potentially sent out to scout or to cause damage to my infrastructure. Unfortunately for them, pride doesn't beat explosive artillery. It just doesn't do very well, you know. Here comes another one. They were saved by a few trees. Lucky them. Unlucky him. Now it's time to hit more of them. At the very least, I know what I need to do in the future to handle these blasted elves. I just need to use some artillery. I was so shocked by the sheer amount of damage being output. I mean, it's all infantry. It's not like they had a lot of variety. If they had more variety, then maybe it would have been more difficult, but they didn't have that. So now their army's just being assaulted by all of my explosives, multiple groups being hit. We've already killed over 100 elves. I've trained with the blade. Yeah, well, I learned how to press a button, and you guys are now blowing up. So, who wins today? We're just waiting on more of them to get here. Ah, here comes another Salvos. Ripping right through their formation. It's a small island battle, and man, is it working out for me. I know they have officers. Who really cares? I don't. Get them, boys. You know what to do. Here comes another attack. You can see how many just get obliterated. Now, if I had 2 mortars, oh, that would have been even nicer. But I've got a solid group of infantry. Now it's time to bring up my huntsmen. Nice one, Lore Master. Very effective. What I'm doing is a little bit more effective, though. I love those errant shots just moving up. That was another hit from our Huntsman General. Luigi Bernardino. Here comes the volleys now. Now they're just fleeing. I can play that game too, boys. Another group wiped out. So while that's all happening, you can see the damage that they've accrued over the course of that journey to even get over here. My knights are now moving in. Here's my formation. I've got my halberds in the middle. I've got my huntsmen on the front lines. 3 company militia moving in and great swords on the flanks, while all of my mounted units charge in at those who remain. And there's not many who remain. I've already destroyed most of them. Demigryphs and knights. Everyone's moved in. We've won the battle. They're fleeing now. Goodbye. Fare thee well. Bunch of pansies. We did it. Well, I say we. It was largely my Sunmaker, or Luigi's Dream Makers. We're gonna kill them. Yeah, get out of here. Get out my lands. They're all gone now. We've gained a Helm of Discord. Oh, very nice. I can give that to a Warrior Priest to debuff foes whenever he's fighting in combat. Okay, let's try to get back over here. We're going to populate a few locations that we're able to really reach, and hopefully quickly. Alright. Can I research any ruins? Oh, maybe you can't do that. I don't know. Well, why don't you come over here? You'll be joining him very soon. I was going to wait until 15, but he could use some help. Some good buffing for the great swords, maybe. That would be nice. Alright. Cool to pleasure. I know I've got to take care of you. Let's go build up these walls every single where. I've got to fortify all of my lands because you can't trust a Cult of Pleasure member. They're annoying. Alright, we're just going to take the paved roads right now and just get some extra income later at the higher tier. And let's see, where is she at? Oh, yeah, she's up there. Hey, Tomb Kings, I really need you to fight a little bit harder. Come on, please. Alright. Luigi Bernardino. We shall now give him Experienced Hunter, giving his units more range. These huntsmen now have a range of 24. You know what, Free Company? I don't hate you, but I would rather get another group of huntsmen because, I mean, it's really part of my overall build here. We're at a range of 180, missile damage 24, and I only want that to go up. Okay. What's over here now? Right, Cattle Ranch. Reducing upkeep for Pistoliers and Outriders, but also just a lot of good stuff. So now that we're done with all that, let's go and end our turn. Or is it time for you to fight? I suppose it is time for him to fight. All right, well, never mind. We're going to go do this and take that town. I've got to, really. Again, strong artillery wins the day. The elves wait here. They're being hit by mortars. I've got a steam tank. I've got a cannon. So now they're just going to be ripped to shreds by all of that. It'll take some time to truly break them down to where they might want to break. But as you can see, there's not too much they can do. They've got to deal with my delivered payload, where we just kind of get ready, we prepare, we launch, and we explode all over them. It leaves a pretty bloody mess behind. But that's only because we're pretty good at what we do. Exploding on elves. Much like that. That's why they lose so many. It's gorgeous, isn't it? I know, I know. So while they wait here, my goal is to use our cannons to break down their towers. There's 2 towers already destroyed. They were meant to be destroyed. Now we have more to take down, like elves that are above the gatehouse. There's a few who are still out there. Let's have a look at my formation. Got all my units just kind of waiting behind. They're all just kind of standing and watching the mayhem unfold. They don't need to be in this battle, not yet. It's a vibrant, beautiful day. The colors are really popping. Our units are really here. We're just waiting for this cannon to break down more things, like that other tower. And the gatehouse, too. Then we'll have our units move onto the walls, and later our heroes, like Roderick. Have you really looked at Roderick? He's right here. Then, Hertwig van Hal, also right here. And finally, Ethan Strider, the Huntsman General. Fancy, Philly Pence. He's got it all. We move back to their line. It's a temple city controlled by the High Elves, and I've already broken down another portion of their gate. They've got more units being bombed by all of my mortars. We've got Illyrian Reavers down below, so my goal is kind of twofold. It's to break down what they have on the walls. It's to also break through the main gate. I think Ethan's army format will work out fine. There's a few units I would want to change, just to keep it rather homogenous. I like to kind of have a continual theme to what I'm trying to portray with an army, or I'm trying to intend with an army. Imagine that, though, being 1,000, 2,000 years old, and you're just killed by some errant explosion. Oh, my bad, man. I wasn't aiming for you. Your legs just fly off and hit your friend in the face and take off his freaking nose or something crazy. Just smash his face right in. I don't usually show like every step of a siege, but I wanted to show you today. I wanted you to see the mayhem. Plus, I don't know, I get spiteful when we fight elves. If it was wood elves, oh, I would be twofold. I would be so twofold. And I bet I could really take them down too, with all of my mortars and all of my artillery. Then I would probably just need to use whatever I can to break down their larger units. At that point, I would just choose a sally out. I don't know what else you could really do other than choose a sally out. Here comes 4 more. You could have caught it, man. They just chose not to. Hit him so hard, break the laws of gravity. Here comes more of them. Nothing is better than killing elves. Except killing wood elves. But it looks like they're getting a few shots off. Yeah, I think I didn't have my cannon on guard mode. It doesn't get destroyed, but it does take like a little bit of damage. And I wanted to spend all of my points on killing them, which seemed to have worked out. So we did lighten up the load over here, killing a lot of these white lions and Krace. A lot more of you made it through than I thought. This guy is looking pretty worn out, though. That guy in particular. Oh, God. The human eyes are well done, I think. It's the elven eyes that are always so creepy. I don't know who did the elven eyes, but my friend, you made them rather unsettling. That's why they've got to die, really. Nice weapons. Is it time? Time for us to move, I think. Here they come. Our cannon moves back. Our siege towers move in. More units move up. We haven't seen a proper Imperial siege tower. Here it is. I wish we could see them inside. We can hear them, though. All of my archers are going to slowly move up. Then we'll unleash another attack on their walls. Soon they too shall die. Oh, look at that. Now my huntsmen get to hit them. Now let's have a look at my huntsmen real quick. Let's just go over what I'm using in this battle. Here's my archers, my Bamberg Freight Corps, 25 missile damage, a range of 135. Over here, I mean, they only have a missile damage of 25, so not nearly as good as whenever I use them under the rule of, you know, Markus Wulfhart. But we're looking at 19 volleys, 20 volleys left. Plenty of damage to break through them. Some areas are hitting our friends. Well, our siege tower. I'm also trying to use the cannon to hit at least a few of them on the walls. For fun. You feeling alright, man? Oh my god, he made it! It's like 3 arrows protruding from him. Alright. Here comes the boys now. Who's gonna win? A bunch of hoity-toity elves or poor farmers from Sterling? Here comes my swordsman. Now they look impressive. It's their time to shine. Did you just shield bash that? Okay. You just shield bash a freaking elf's arm off. They're raining down some shots on our units right now. Hitting some of us. While that's going on, what else is going on? All right. Hertwig van Hal. He just shot that elf from behind. One Lutheran. You can do it. We believe in you. These two charge in. It's time to kill some elf. That oil flames of Akshi combo doesn't actually do that much damage. Maybe it's like a very weak trash unit. I don't know. Down here we have my steam tank. It's not really unable to solo a lot. I think it's tweaked down to a pretty decent form. I mean, it's at 200 weapon strength, which is meant to be unbreakable and do some nice high damage with its cannon. We're still fighting on the walls. It was pretty bunched up, but Roderick is here too. And Roderick says, "Clear the way, for I am here." Love the way that this guy's talk. Paladin Bretonia. Very assertive. How much more do we need to handle? Well, he just kicked a man in half. Hertwig is fighting too. He just shot 2 of them. Shot their heads off, by the way, and then hit him with his sword. That was pretty sweet, I've got to tell you. He's at 44 kills. Hertwig is finally getting to a point where he's a relatively scary guy. He doesn't hit like a truck, but he does his part. You got it, Ethan Strider. Oh. Alright. So the battle goes on. They're sending the horn. It's not looking good. Now what I do, I bring all my archers in front of the gate. That way they could shoot inside. That noble could certainly damage my tank. It does. Pretty wild how he's able to do that. Good for him. A lot of these units are now breaking away. There's only a few things left. It was a long siege, but I had to take my time or I would have lost a lot. They did a pretty good job at holding out. But the battle's now over. We've won. All right. It's time for us to go. We didn't lose a lot, but that was intentional. We could have, but we didn't. Okay, we're going to occupy that area too. Gambler's armor. Oh, it's really good armor too. A ward save of 10% and an armor of +5. Hostility has gone up, so we're going to have some public order issues potentially in the future. Let's go ahead and upgrade that guardhouse right away. We'll keep the tap room. It's a pretty good thing to have. We'll take Host to Festag. I can change it later, but for now, just for the sake of easing my own life, I'm just going to leave it alone for right now. Okay, so we do have the Emperor's Finest. I did work on that. We need to go work on other things too. I could improve a ward save for my tank. That's a lot of fun. War wagons too. Okay, yeah. I don't really have any war wagons outside of like a couple of things, but let's grab Lightning Strike because we'll probably need it. He's on his own, and I'm going to be outnumbered. I'm going to be so outnumbered. Now, Roderick, we're going to give you Devastating Charge because I want you to deal more damage. Actually, we'll give you Fleet Footed for now because I want you to be faster too. Then later, Deadly Blade. I think that'll work out nicely for him. Yeah, you've got a bunch of good stuff. What about you, Hertwig? Do you have everything? You don't have your armor. Yeah, take that helm of... I mean, I was going to give it to someone else, but you might as well take it. He's driven by vengeance. Very dwarf-like. All right. So I think I've done all that I can for this turn outside of Markus moving, but he's still trying to replenish. I could move up and try to ambush some idiot who's coming by. We still have the... Yeah, let's do that. Let's try to ambush some idiot who comes by. If I could just ambush everyone, that would be great. If I could ambush Garrick or Corliss or even Lauritian, any of them would be great to ambush. And then we'll be moving over here. But it's time for me to end my turn. Lothran has joined Nagaroth, or they have joined them. So now I wonder, can we trade? They're not a huge fan of me. I don't like that. But they did trade with me, so that's a good thing. We're at rank 5. They're not fighting me. They are fighting the Dark Elves. Oh, that might be why they're okay with me. Well, good. That's more money for me. Now we're making over 10,000 again, and I'm now getting more ammunition. Industrialized production of ammunition for handguns has allowed the Empire to hoard large supplies. Indeed, that is true. We have volley fire that we're working on now, which is why the Empire, I think, would have progressed a little bit faster when it comes to technology. I mean, they were at that point. They were at that point. All right, so now that we're at rank 5, what are we going to do about that? I suppose we could take a break from what we're doing now and grab a thing to make them like me more. So we'll grab Ambassador to the Phoenix King, or actually Purge the Knife Ears. Kind of a different one to pick up, but these lands belong to the Empire. Those arrogant knife-eared elves must be driven back to their own dominion, and with haste. I like that. That gives me a missile resistance of 10% and plus 10 to leadership, so we're going to have a much easier time fighting them.
Markus Wulfhart.
You haven't been found out, have you? Oh, they're coming. Oh, Teclis is on the way. Holy, look at that army. Oh, their armies are awful. So many Ripterdactyls. I mean, they are built exactly just to fight me. That's what it feels like, and that's what I know. Oh, that was burned down, I think, by Chaos. Okay, well, let's come over. I can't fight them right now, so we'll go over and fight someone else. I could go rebuild that monument, I suppose. Oh, they have an enemy agent close by. I wonder, can any of you... Yeah, come over here. Try to kill him. What a high chance. Critical... Oh, he's dead. He's done for now. Good job. So that put him up to level 25 and nearly 26. We'll put a point over into... Let's see. What do you need, my friend? More speed? Absolutely. We'll give him more speed. He's at, what, 36 now? And our Grey Wizard is going to join us, too. Come on down. Okay, Luigi, let's go and land. We're going to go take Lax. We've got a few things to pick up. Here is your Truthbringer. Hopefully we can get rid of some corruption while we're here. Good. Let's move closer. You can take that on the following turn. But I do believe for today we are done. Thank you for watching. Do leave a like down below and let me know what you think of the campaign so far. It's getting pretty crazy. It's going to get even crazier very soon.